Here are 7 mindset tools that can help you create better success in all areas of your life. Tip number 1, set intentions. So setting an intention before you do anything is a key component of success. Energy flows where attention goes. When you focus your mind on what you want, you're sending energy towards what you desire and influencing the nature of your experience. When you're focusing on what you desire, it's important to be raised within your unconscious mind. You're placing a higher value on it then. Your values are stored deep in your unconscious mind, and this will help you create faster results. Here's something called an intention card. Just take a simple card, or you could a thick piece of paper and cut it up, and write on it a really brief intention on one side. Something like, my intention is to eat healthy, or my intention is to have less conflict. And then on the other side, write the question of how you are going to do that. For example, how many ways can I continue to easily enjoy eating healthy food today? How many ways can I use to deflect possible arguments? And make sure you use the words, how can I, or easy, even more, continue to, or effortlessly. Our unconscious is a bit lazy and likes to take precise statements. So getting results faster can be achieved with this process. And then keep that card in your bag or wallet, and throughout the day, whenever you think of it or feel like you need it, just take it out of your bag. Breathe in and out to center your attention first, and then read both sides of it to yourself. Clearly imagine what the statement on your card really means to you, and find the feelings of being, doing, or having what you've written on the card to become aware of the answers that you receive throughout the day from that question. And keep it with you maybe for like 30 days. The more consistently you use it, the better the outcomes can be. Okay, tip number 2, ask yourself better questions. If you're constantly asking yourself questions beginning with why, you may discover that you're not getting results fast enough. Your results are likely to include reasons, limitations, or excuses, and you will also discover that it can literally do your head in as you struggle to find a satisfactory answer for getting results. So consider this tip. If you could have worked out why by now, don't you think you would have? Sometimes it's soothing to give up on the need to know why, and creating results faster can be achieved by asking how questions. Your results could include solutions, strategies, and possibilities. So beware of getting too stuck in the how also. It's great for seeking clarity and solutions, but if you're in the middle of a big project, and it could also block you and stop you from finishing that task. You could also try asking yourself, what is the purpose of doing this task or project, or if you're trying to achieve a health goal? And who do you know you could help out right away by having the end result, or getting something accomplished quicker, even if it's just yourself? Tip number 3 is how to prevent overwhelm. So your brain is not designed to be a storage bucket. It is designed to be a focusing tool on things, not about things. So to ensure you keep your brain clean and the bucket has space for solving problems, creating and being productive, writing things down is a way of emptying your bucket. Creating lists or putting them wherever you need to in your phone, it takes that out of your head. When tackling big projects, write each step down sequentially until you have a plan of action from how to get from A to B. This closes unfulfilled loops in your brain and helps you focus and think clearer, and negates overwhelm, which totally diminishes productivity. Work through the list, focusing on one step at a time. You now have another secret weapon against failure or being unsuccessful. I prefer to call this unsuccess rather than failure though. Tip number 4, creating clearer goals. When you're looking to achieve anything meaningful in your life, you need to have a goal and a target to aim for. Your brain loves to seek targets, and if you don't have anything to focus on, you'll be pulled off course. Realistic, clear, and concise goals work best. Tip number 5, increasing focus. Try dividing your day into chunks of time. I suggest using blocks of 90 minutes and breaking this into maybe 30-minute slots, or 20 minutes if that works better for you. Select the one project that you want to work on for this next 20 or 30-minute block and imagine you're entering a race. There are 3 steps in this race. First, warm up. Get ready for the race. Take 2 to 3 minutes preparing, removing distractions, turning off email, silencing your phone, and any social media, turn them all off. And get your materials ready, maybe even have a drink of water or something like that, just so you're fully prepared. Step 2, the race is on. And like an athlete, where you're totally focused on the task at hand, make sure you let others know that you don't want to be disturbed, or knuckle down and focus on the race for 20 or 30 minutes. And then it's the cool down. Step number 3. You've raced, you've done the task, and it's time to cool down. So congratulate yourself. Have a small reward, and this could be maybe connecting with a colleague, making yourself something tasty, or a cup of tea or hot chocolate, something simple, but take 2 to 3 minutes to do this before starting your next 30-minute block. And reflect on how you did and tick off one block at a time. Even if you're visual, you could put this on a piece of paper and write crosses on each task. It's a really wonderful way to see and feel that accomplishment. And when you get to the end of the day, you'll feel like you've achieved lots. Tip number 6 is boosting productivity. If you knew when you had a task to be completed and you would be rewarded, would this change your results? And here's how you go about doing this. So number 1, break your big tasks into tiny tasks. Number 2, every time you complete a tiny task, tick it off your list and say the word done or put a cross in it. Number 3, this has a positive effect on your brain, and when you say you've done something, the electrical activity in your brain shifts from being activated and more engaged into a relaxed state. And number 5, when it's relaxed, the feel-good hormone, happiness hormone, serotonin is released. Number 6, this then leaves you feeling satisfied. This builds your confidence and helps you increase your chance of building momentum for the task. Tip number 7, and this is the last tip for these mindset tools and increasing success, is to diffuse arguments and gain clarity. So tip 7, diffusing arguments and gaining clarity. Here's the 10-second or 10-word rule, and it's a really fun way to settle an argument. So it's proven by neuroscience research to diffuse arguments, so it's not just a theory either. First, state your problem or the side of your argument in 10 words or in 10 seconds. Use your fingers to count out the words and time yourself, or get the other person to count slowly to 10. And every time you say a word, count it on your fingers. Try it and give it a go. Not only does this calm the situation down and diffuse anxiety and emotions of anger, because anger sabotages our language. So if you're focusing on what you're trying to say, it's a lot harder for the anger to build up, and you'll have that space and kindness around you to be able to have a different perspective. It's about slowing it down. You'll probably end up laughing at the end of it because it takes quite a lot of concentration, and it's great to try with kids as well, and even family members might have fun with it. So I hope you've enjoyed these tips and you've learned something that you can benefit from right away. Thanks for listening, and until next time, be well.